Hello everyone. In this video we are going to study Alfvén waves. Already we have seen Alfvén waves. We have defined what is Alfvén wave. We have seen what are the applications of Alfvén wave, and we have derived Alfvén wave equation for an incompressible, non-viscous, perfectly electrically conducting fluid in the presence of vertically applied magnetic field. Now we are going to study Alfvén wave equation, or we are going to derive Alfvén wave equation in this video also for compressible. See, previously we have considered incompressible fluid. In this derivation we are considering compressible fluid. It means for incompressible fluid density is constant throughout the fluid flow, but here density is not constant. So we are considering compressible, non-viscous, perfectly conducting fluid or perfectly electrically conducting fluid in the presence of horizontal magnetic field. So in previous case we have considered vertically applied magnetic field. Now we are considering horizontally applied magnetic field. So these are the two difference for the previous derivation and this derivation. In previous derivation, fluid is incompressible and magnetic field is applied vertical to the fluid flow. So we are considering compressible, non-viscous, perfectly electrically conducting fluid occupying an infinite region. In previous case also we have considered infinite region. Here also we are considering infinite region in the presence of uniform horizontal magnetic field and in the absence of body force. So for this equation we have for this kind of flow we have basic equation as del dot H equal to 0, which is our solenoidal property. I'll take this as equation 1, and continuity equation is dou rho by dou t plus q dot del rho plus rho del dot q equal to 0. This is our continuity equation because density is not constant. So this is our, so usually we will write del dot q is equal to 0 as our continuity equation because we have considered incompressible fluid. Here we are considering compressible fluid, so our continuity equation is in this form. So next is momentum equation. No changes in momentum equation, it remains as it is. Cross H. This is our momentum equation, and last one magnetic field equation. So here Q is velocity, H is magnetic field, rho is density, mu is permeability, and P is hydrodynamic pressure. So here we are considering at basic state the fluid is at rest. We are considering the fluid is at rest in basic state. So at basic state we are having density as, pressure as P naught, rho is rho naught. Say rho is rho naught in the sense we are assuming density is uniform throughout the fluid flow at basic state. So rho is rho naught, fluid is at rest, therefore no velocity, therefore Q is 0, and H is equal to H naught. Here H naught is not H naught K, it is Hx, Hy and 0, because we are not applying vertically upward, we are applying horizontal. So we are having x-axis value and y-axis value. We don't have z-axis value. Now we are going to give small disturbance to the fluid. So when we give small disturbance to the basic state, it generates waves. So velocity, magnetic field, density and pressure slightly changes. So for perturbed state, we have P is equal to P naught plus P dash. Density also changes because we are considering compressible fluid. So rho is equal to rho naught plus rho dash. Q is equal to Q dash. And H is equal to H naught plus H dash. So here Q dash is Qx dash, Qy dash and Qz dash. Similarly, H dash is also Hx dash, Hy dash and Hz dash. So here Q dash, H dash, rho dash and P dash are perturbed quantities, and these quantities are very small. We have given very small disturbance and therefore these perturbed quantities are very small. So whenever it is small, we will neglect the square terms and product of these quantities. So same as previous procedure, whenever we are having square of P dash, rho dash, Q dash, H dash or product of these terms, we will neglect because it will be very small. Also, since the fluid is compressible, the density is function of pressure. Or the pressure will be function of density. So here I am considering P as pressure as function of density. Therefore, the small change in pressure can be expressed as, we can write small change in pressure as dP or del P as dou P by dou rho dou rho. So small change in pressure happens with respect to density. Also, dou P dash means small change in P dash and small change in rho dash are very small. So we can replace this by d del P and del rho itself by P dash and rho dash. Therefore, we will have P dash is equal to dou P by dou rho into rho dash. See, for compressible fluid, pressure is function of density or density is function of pressure. Here we are considering pressure as a function of density. So small change in pressure is given in this form. The small change in pressure can be expressed as del P is equal to dou P by dou rho into dou rho. Since P dash is very small, therefore small change in P dash is also very small. Dou P dash and dou rho dash is very small. Therefore, we can replace dou P by P dash and dou rho by rho dash. We will get this equation. Also, dou P by dou square root of dou P by dou rho represents speed of sound in compressible fluid. Therefore, we can take this as a square, speed of sound. Square root of this is speed of sound in compressible fluid. I am taking this value as a square. Therefore, this becomes P dash is equal to a square rho dash. I will take this as equation 5. Also, we are assuming that Q dash, this quantity is Q dash, H dash, rho dash and P dash are independent of Y and Z. We are considering the fluid is along X axis. Therefore, Q dash, H dash, p dash and rho dash are functions of x and t. It is not functions of y and z. So we are going to substitute all this perturbed value p naught plus p dash, rho naught plus rho dash, q dash and h naught plus h dash in our equations, basic equations 1 to 4. So when we substitute this in our very first equation, what is our very first equation? Del dot h is equal to 0. So when we substitute that in our very first equation, we are having del dot h naught plus h dash is equal to 0. So when we split it, del dot h plus del dot h dash. So already we have seen h naught is constant. Therefore differentiation of constant with respect to x or y or z is 0. Therefore we will have del dot h dash is equal to 0. This is one of our equation. And what is our del and h dash? Dou by dou x I plus dou by dou y j plus dou by dou z k. What is h dash? hx dash I plus hy dash j, and we don't have k term. And h naught, in h naught we don't have a k term. Here we are having k is equal to 0. So when we differentiate this, we will get dou hx by dou x is equal to 0 because h is function of x. So we can differentiate it. Hy is also function of x. Hy means it is along y direction, but it is function of x and t. So differentiation of hy with respect to y is 0. Hz is also function of x and t. Here we does not have t z term. Therefore differentiation with respect to z is also 0. I'll take this as equation 6. So we are having dou x by dou hx by dou x is equal to 0. Now we are considering our second equation, which is our continuity equation. So what is our continuity equation? Dou rho by dou t plus q dot del rho plus rho into del dot q is equal to 0. We are going to substitute this perturbed state terms in equation 2. So our equation 2 becomes dou by dou t of rho is rho naught plus rho dash plus q dash dot del rho is again rho naught plus rho dash plus rho naught plus rho dash of del dot q dash equal to 0. This is our continuity equation for perturbed state. So we are going to split it. When we are going to split it, we are going to get, see, rho naught is constant. We have assumed rho naught is constant. Therefore differentiation of rho naught with respect to t is 0. We will get rho dou rho dash by dou t plus, when we split it, differentiation of rho naught with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z is 0. Similarly rho dash, differentiation of rho dash with respect to x or y or z is also 0. So we are not going to get these two terms. So here we will get rho naught del of q dash plus rho dash del of q dash. Here it is product of perturbed term. Therefore this is neglected. So here I repeat, differentiation of rho naught with respect to t is 0 because we are treating rho naught as constant. We are having dou rho dash by dou t. Similarly, when we split it, q dash dot del of rho naught, differentiation of rho naught with respect to x, y, z is constant. Next term is q dash dot del rho dash. Here we are having product term, so I can neglect. So here I will not get any contribution to this equation. Now rho naught into del dot q dash I have written as it is. Again rho dash of del dot q dash is product of perturbed terms, therefore it can be neglected. So our continuity equation in perturbed state reduced to rho dou rho dash by dou t plus rho naught. When we expand it, dou by dou x of qx dash plus dou by dou y of qy dash is 0 because qy is function of x and t, qz is also function of x and t. As we written here we get dou qx dash by dou x equal to 0. So therefore dou rho dou dash by dou t is equal to minus rho naught dou qx dash by dou x. I'll take this as equation 7. Now we are going to consider momentum equation for perturbed state. So this is our continuity equation. For this continuity equation, we are going to substitute perturbed values. So this equation 3 becomes rho is rho naught plus rho dash into dou q dash by dou t plus q dash dot del of q dash. This is product of perturbed term, so I can neglect it. So this is neglected. Is equal to minus del p is p naught plus p dash plus mu del cross h naught plus h dash cross h naught plus h dash. So this is our momentum equation for perturbed state. So we are going to split the RHS term. We can write this as rho naught plus rho dash of dou q dash by dou t is equal to minus del p naught is constant. Therefore differentiation of p naught with respect to x or y or z is 0. So we will have only p dash term plus mu into del cross h naught del cross h naught cross h naught. This is our first term, del cross h naught cross h naught plus del cross h naught cross h dash. This is our second term. Third term is del cross h dash of h naught. Del cross h dash cross h naught, last one, plus del cross h dash cross h dash. See, del cross h naught cross h naught, del cross h dash cross h dash, del cross h dash cross h naught, del cross h dash cross h dash. So again here we are having product of two terms. This I am neglecting. Then here del cross h naught. When we find determinant or when we find curl of this, we will write determinant. So what is the determinant? First term is ijk, second term is dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. So we have to differentiate h naught with respect to x or y or z. Therefore this becomes 0. Similarly this also becomes 0. Therefore our momentum equation reduced to, here also I am going to split. First term is rho naught dou q dash by dou t. Rho naught into dou q dash by dou t. Second term is rho dash into dou q dash by dou t. First term is rho naught into dou q dash by dou t. Second term is rho dash into dou q dash by dou t. It is neglected because it is product of two perturbed terms is equal to minus del p dash. Here we are having only one term. So mu del cross h dash cross h naught. I'll take this as equation 8. Now we are going to find del cross h dash. So what is our del cross h dash? Del cross h dash is I j k dou by dou x, dou by dou y and dou by dou z of h dash is hx dash, hy dash and hz dash. So we are going to expand it. Remember hx, hy, hz dash are functions of x and t, not function of y or z. So when we expanded I into differentiation of differentiation of hz with respect to y is 0. Differentiation of hy with respect to z is also 0. Similarly, for j, we are having differentiation of hz with respect to x. So hz dash by dou x and differentiation of hx with respect to z is 0 plus k into differentiation of hy with respect to x minus 0. So we are having j term and k term now. Now we got the value of del cross h dash. Now we have to find del cross h dash cross h naught. Again we are going to find determinant of del cross h dash cross h naught is I j k. Del cross h dash is 0 minus dou h dash by dou x dou hy dash by dou x. This is Z. Last one h naught is hx, hy and 0. So we are going to expand it. If we expand it, we will get, we are having I term 0 minus this. So minus hy into dou hy dash by dou x I. For j term it is hx dou hy dash by dou x, and for z term k term hx dou hz dash by dou x k. We got this value. So when we substitute this in equation 8, see here it is I term, j term and k term. So here also we are going to split I term, j term and k term. What is q dash? Q dash is, see what is q dash? Q dash is q x dash, comma q y dash, comma q z dash. It means I term is qx dash, j term is qy dash, k term is qz dash. So we are going to equate I terms on both sides. So this is our, here also for mu del cross h dash cross h naught also we are having I term. For p also we are having I term. For q also we are having I term. So when we substitute this and when we equate coefficients of I, j and k, we will have, so this is our equation rho naught dou q dash by dou t becomes dou qx dash by dou t minus dou p by dou x p dash by dou x plus mu is constant. For this h term is hy dou hy dash by dou x. Minus is there, so it is minus. I'll take this as equation 9. Similarly, equating the coefficient of j. So we will have rho naught dou qy dash by dou t is equal to minus dou p dash by dou y. Y differentiation with respect to y is 0 plus j term is hx dou hy dash by dou x. This is our equation 10. Finally, equating coefficient of k term, we will have rho naught dou q z dash by dou t. Again, differentiation with respect to z for pressure is 0. Last term is mu hx dou hz dash by dou x. This is our equation 11. So this is our momentum equation for along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Finally, we have magnetic field equation, which is dou h by dou t. So dou h becomes dou h naught plus h dash equal to q dash cross h naught plus h dash. So when we split it, we will have again dou by dou t of h naught is 0. Differentiation of h naught with respect to t is 0. We will have dou h dash by dou t is equal to, split the terms, del cross q dash cross h naught plus del cross q dash cross h dash. Again, this is product of two terms. This is neglected. We have to find del cross q cross h naught. I'll take this equation as 12. So finding the curl of this q dash cross h naught. So what is q dash cross h naught? We'll have determinant of I, j, k. Q dash is qx dash, qy dash and qz dash. And h naught is hx, hy and 0. When we expand it, we will have minus hy qz dash I, product of this two term, minus j of minus hx qz dash, and finally k is hy qx dash minus hx qy dash. So this is our q dash cross h naught. So for this we have to find curl, that is curl of q dash cross h naught. So what is this? Again, determinant of I, j, k. Dou means dou by dou x, dou by dou y and dou by dou z. And what is this? Minus hy qz dash, hx qz dash, hy qx dash minus hx qy dash. So finding determinant of this. So I is differentiation of this with respect to y is 0 because everything is function of x and t. Similarly, differentiation of this with respect to z is also 0. Remember, all these terms are function of x and t. So I is 0. What is j? Minus j. Differentiation of this with respect to x. So we will have dou by dou x of hy qx dash minus hx qy dash. Another term is 0. And for k also, dou by dou x of hx qz dash. So when we substitute this in equation 12, So in equation, in momentum equation also we have equated I term, coefficient of I term, coefficient of J term and coefficient of K term. For equation 12 also we are going to equate coefficient of I, J and K. So we will have dou Hx is for I by dou T. I is 0 here, therefore 0. I'll take this as equation 13. Coefficient of J, we will have dou Hy dash by dou T is equal to, minus is there, so I'll write it in reverse way, dou Hx by dou x q y dash. Similarly, minus dou by dou x of hy qx dash. This is our equation 14. Similarly, last one, dou hz dash by dou t is equal to dou by dou x of, hx q z dash. I'll take this as equation 15. Now we got perturbed equation for all the 4 equations. See, from equation 13 and equation 6, our equation 6 is dou hx by dou x equal to 0. This is our equation 6 from solenoidal property, very first equation which we got. Actually, we have concluded or we have assumed h is a function of x and t. But differentiation of hx with respect to x is 0. Differentiation of hx with respect to, this is hx dash. Differentiation of hx dash with respect to x is 0. Differentiation of hx dash with respect to t is also 0. So it means that hx dash is equal to 0. There is no variation with respect to x and with respect to t in hx. It means it should be constant. Therefore, hx dash should be 0. There is no variation in x component for the perturbed magnetic field. Therefore, hx dash term should be 0. When we give disturbance to the magnetic field along x direction, magnetic field does not vary. So, substituting this in our previous equations, wherever we are having hx dash, now we have to find or we have to derive our Alfvén wave equation. So, I am going to consider equation 12. What is our equation 12? Rho naught dou qz dash by dou t is equal to mu hx dou hz dash by dou x. This is our equation 11. We are going to differentiate this equation with respect to t. Differentiating this equation with respect to t again, we will have rho naught is constant. Differentiation of this becomes dou square qz dash by dou t square is equal to mu hx. This becomes dou by dou x of dou hz dash by dou t. This is our equation 11. I am differentiating equation 11 with respect to t. We will get this equation. We have got dou hz dash by dou t value, which is our equation 15. From equation 15, this equation becomes mu hx of dou by dou x of Hx qz dash. So simplifying this, dou by dou x of this term. So we can write this as mu hx square dou by dou x square of qz dash using product rule. Hx differentiation of this twice, qz dash twice, plus mu hx qz dash of dou square by dou x square of hx. Differentiation of this is 0 because we have dou hx by dou x is 0. Our equation 6. So this becomes 0. We will have, I'll shift rho naught to RHS. We have dou square qz dash by dou t square is equal to mu hx square by rho naught dou square qz dash by dou x square. So I'll take mu h naught hx square by rho naught as some constant ax square. This is our Alfvén wave equation. This is one of the Alfvén wave equation. So again we have to find in terms of magnetic field Hz. So I am going to differentiate equation 15 with respect to t again. See, already we have considered momentum equation and we have differentiated with respect to t. Now we are considering magnetic field equation and we are going to differentiate with respect to t. So we are having dou square hz dash by dou t square is equal to dou by dou x of dou by dou t of hx q z dash. So differentiation of hx with respect to t is this. We can write it as from equation 11. We have dou qz dash by dou t term from equation 11. We can substitute it as dou by dou x of mu hx into dou qz dash by dou t is mu hx by rho naught dou hz dash by dou x. This is from our equation 11. And qz dash into dou hx by dou t is 0. So we are having only this term. So grouping this term and substituting the constant, we will have dou square hz dash by dou t square equal to ax square dou square hz dash by dou x square. This is another equation or Alfvén wave equation. With respect to magnetic field.